If you're in the market for a dynamic microphone that is $100 or less, you may have come across the Shure SM58 or the Samson Q2U. So in this video, we're going to compare both of these microphones together, not only in the sound quality and testing, but also what you get for the money. So you can decide if the Shure SM58 is worth that $100 price range, or if the Samson Q2U that comes in around $70 is more your speed. So stay tuned. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the Shure SM58 first. That was the microphone that you did hear in the intro. I do have it going through the Rodecaster Pro and no audio processing turned on, so you are getting the raw out-of-the-box sound out of the Shure SM58. I do have the gain set to about 37 and the fader set just above halfway. So that's what you can expect. I'm not getting any hissing noise in my headphones. Rode does have pretty bad preamps on their first gen, so with the Samsung I get a lot more hissing noise. It's really quiet in my headphones with the Shure SM58. So let me know how this sounds without any audio processing, and we'll try some here in a bit. So you can generally find the Shure SM58 on Amazon or other places for right around $99. Sometimes they go on sale, and that's just for the standard microphone. There are several options that are available. You can get one with or without the cable, with an on and off switch, and a variety of other ways. This is the one that is just the base $99 one without a switch. So out of the box with this one, you get just the microphone itself and the clip that goes onto a mic stand that I'm using right now, and then a soft carrying case, and that's it. If you want to spend the extra money, get some of the ones that come with the cable and or the on and off switch. Those are available for a higher price. But if you want to stay around that $100 price range and say you already have an XLR cable, then stick with this, especially if you're using some sort of audio interface. Having that on and off switch may not be something that you need. So taking the external windscreen off this microphone, you'll see it does have an outer spherical mesh here, and then on the inside it does have a built-in pop filter that's kind of like a black foam as well. So you can get away with this, especially if you're using it for singing vocals. You may not want to have one of these windscreens on there, but this built-in one is supposed to help reduce any plosives or popping or wind noise. So let's go ahead and test that out. So right now I'm going to speak directly into it. Peter Piper pitched a podcast. I'm going to speak off to the side. Peter Piper pitched a podcast. And then with the external windscreen on, Peter Piper pitched a podcast. Peter Piper pitched a podcast. So it does seem like you get a lot less plosives or wind noise with the external windscreen, but if you like the raw look of the metal mesh there, just try and speak off towards the side and not directly into the microphone. So this is a dynamic cardioid microphone, and what that's going to do is pick up the noise coming in front of the microphone and try and reject what's coming around the sides. So let's go ahead and see what it sounds like speaking off to the side. So this is going to about the 90-degree mark on that side, and we're going to come around and go to the other side to the 90-degree mark as well. So you'll see it does reject a lot of the noise from the sides as you move around the microphone. And then as you obviously push the microphone away from you, it's going to quiet the sound. You're going to lose a lot of the lower end noise. And if you're in a situation where you have to have the microphone further away from you, you can increase the gain on your audio interface, but then you are going to pick up a lot more room noise and things like that. But this is what it sounds like as we move the microphone away, and then we bring it closer to us like this. With these microphones, you do want to stay as close as possible, especially if you are using it for like a podcast or YouTube videos. Depending on what your singing vocals are, you may play around with it a little bit to see what fits your voice the best. So now we're going to go ahead and move over to the Samson Q2U. That's this one right in front of me. Again, this is going through the Rodecaster Pro, no audio processing turned on. I have the gain set to 45, so a little bit higher than the Shure, and I do have the fader right above the unity mark as well. Again, with this, I am getting some hissing noise in my headphones, but that's mainly because of the preamps in the Rode. It does not come on your final recording. It's just something you have to deal with. The Samson Q2U is a great option for somebody that's just starting out, but then also has room for you to grow with it. So it is an XLR and USB capable microphone. So with that, you don't have to have an audio interface. You can plug the USB cable directly into your computer and record into whatever software program that you're using. And then if you eventually get an audio interface, you can use the XLR cable to plug into your audio interface, just like I'm using the Rodecaster Pro. So you don't have to have that initial investment of an audio interface as well. Whereas with the Shure SM58, you have to have some sort of audio interface. You'll see on the front of the microphone, there is an on and off switch with an LED light. And then towards the bottom are these up and down arrows. That actually controls the audio output for the headphone jack. So on the bottom of this microphone, it does have both the XLR and USB input, but also has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So if you are using the USB option, you could plug your headphones directly into that and monitor your sound and just adjust the headphone volume using these buttons on the front here. And you'll notice that the size of the Samson is quite a bit bigger than the Shure SM58, but that is due to the additional ports and the volume buttons you get on the Samson microphone. You can usually find this microphone on Amazon for around $69, a little bit less on sale. And with that price range, not only are you getting the microphone itself, but you're getting the external windscreen, you're getting a tripod desk stand with an extension, and the microphone clip, similar to what comes with the Shure SM58. So you're getting everything you need with the Samson Q2U versus the Shure SM58. You're not getting everything that you need. You may have to spend a little bit more unless you have some of this stuff. Now, the quality of this tabletop desk stand is not the best, but it does allow you to get something you need right out of the box to start recording, and then you can save up and buy a boom arm or anything else as you need it. So let's go ahead and see what this sounds like without the external pop filter. Again, similar to the Shure, this has an external metal mesh with a little bit of a built-in pop filter. Again, that foam stuff that you can see inside there. So let's test out that plosives. Peter Piper pitched a podcast. Peter Piper pitched a podcast. So this is generally the sound that you're going to get without the external windscreen. And let's go ahead and put that back on there. All right, so Peter Piper pitched a podcast. And Peter Piper pitched a podcast. Let's go ahead and test around the sides of the microphone to see how much rejection each side has right there. And then we'll go ahead and come back to the front, and then we will move it away from us and see what it sounds like at a distance. And then we'll bring it back here as well. So with this, since I have the gain turned up a little bit more, if you want to have it further away, you are going to have to increase that gain even more, and that may bring in some more hissing in your headphones, as well as more background noise that may be around you. You do have several options to mounting both of these microphones to a boom arm. You can use the included mic clip that comes with both of them, or you can also purchase a separate shock mount that we have here. They do have these on Amazon. I think this one was around $12 and will fit both these microphones. And there are these rubber band clips that the microphone just slides right into, and then you release them and it holds it in place. So let's go ahead and see if there's any desk noise that any of these microphones pick up, whether it's mounted to the boom arm or the desk. So I'm going to go ahead and start banging on the table and see if it's picking up anything. I'm not hearing anything in my headphones. Let's go ahead and move the microphone a little bit, and then say I were to bump into it. Let's see what we're getting there. And then switching over to the Shure, let's go ahead and hit the desk, and then I'm going to hit the mic stand, and then kind of bump the microphone as well. So not hearing too much in my headphones. We'll see what that sounds like on the final product. So let's go ahead and turn on some audio processing that's available in the Rodecaster Pro. So let's go ahead and switch over to audio processing. I'm going to go ahead and turn the de-esser on. That's something that I like to have on any microphone I'm running through there. So we do have the de-esser on, and another option I like to turn on is a little bit of extra bass. It's called the Big Bottom with the Rodecaster Pro. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. It's going to preset at 43, so this adds a little bit of extra bass. So let me know if this sounds better with the extra bass with the Shure SM58, or if you like the raw sound. Right now, this is back to the standard sound, no extra bass added. We'll go ahead and try it one more time. And then this is with the bass added in. We'll go ahead and turn up the bass a little bit more, and then we'll go ahead and turn it down and go back to reset. So this is set at 43, and then we'll go ahead and turn that back off and go back to the raw sound. And then now we'll switch back over to the Samson. Same thing. Let's go ahead and put on the de-esser. So the de-esser on, and we'll go ahead and turn the Big Bottom on as well. Again, this is at 46 is what it actually turned it on to. Let's see if it... All right, so this is with the bass turned on, the 43 as well. Big bottom according to Rode. So does the Samson Q2U sound better with this big bottom added on? We'll go ahead and turn it up. So this is with it about 67, and then we'll turn it down to about, let's say about 20. This is with just about 20 of the extra bass added on, and then this is without any extra bass. So let me know if this sounds better without the big bottom or with that big bottom on. All right, and just a side-by-side, again, real quick, this is the Samson Q2U with the big bottom turned on, and then this is also the Shure SM58 with the big bottom turned on, and this is the Shure SM58 without the extra bass, and this is the Samson Q2U without the extra bass. So here are the technical specs from the Shure SM58. I'll also go ahead and throw in the graph in case you guys are interested in that on this microphone. And the SM58 model is also well known, and Shure makes great microphones and has great customer service, reliability, everything to go with that. And then we'll go ahead and switch over to the Samson Q2U. I'll throw up the technical specs with this and the pattern as well, just so you guys have those. And then this is also a great microphone, especially if you're really on a tight budget and want to find something that you can get more for your money. This will give you everything that you need to start. Samsung is also a great brand. These are very popular and they do give you room to grow. I have heard some issues with the USB port breaking, but as long as you're careful with that, you shouldn't have any issues. Hopefully this helped you with your decision between one of these microphones. Maybe you want to get both if you're going to have multiple guests and can't decide on either one. Check the description below and I will be sure to post links to both of these microphones and any of the accessories that I use in this video. But if you want some more information on the Samson Q2U, check out this video right here where we go in a little more in-depth look at this microphone and also test it to some other dynamic mics and even some condenser microphones. So we'll catch you on the next video.